Greetings and welcome to the Poets Garrison. As always, I am your host, Phil the Poet, and if you join for the first time, I implore you to subscribe to the channel, that is, if you like the content. And if you're a returning viewer or a subscriber, as always, is enough love and enough respects. Now, what is irking me today? Recently in the news, we have heard of the clerk of the Houses of Parliament resigning and being reprimanded by the Speaker. Now, Valerie Curtis, the now former Speaker of the House, apparently wrote to the Auditor General about the report. And this did not sit well with the Speaker of the House, Juliet Holness, who issued her a reprimand in writing and instructed that reprimand be placed on her personal file. She referred to what was done as a dereliction of duty and bringing the Parliament into dispute. Now, this hasn't sat well with the public. The opposition and various civic bodies in Jamaica was come out and says that the Speaker breached her role. She didn't have no authority to reprimand a civil servant, and this matter should have been channeled through the Permanent Secretary. And as such, the Speaker had breached her role and responsibility. There was no respect of natural justice. There was no investigation, no discussion with Miss Curtis, just a letter being placed on her file. She was set to have retired soon, but I guess the sped up her retirement, and she retired soon, or this month. Or she's now retired, as a matter of fact. Now, I am wondering if there is an attempt at a smear campaign against Miss Curtis. Given the show of support that has been given to her by the public, I wonder if the politicians are now masterminding a smear campaign against her. Now, why do I say this? Just this morning, I heard a story on the news about a senior personnel in the Parliament, payroll person, I think they said it was, who requested emergency leave to travel abroad last year to see a relative who had come down with a stroke. I understand that the HR department was willing to grant her emergency leave. However, the then clerk, Miss Curtis, denied the request for the leave. I understand that the employee left nevertheless, and upon her return, Miss Curtis wrote her a strong reprimand and placed it on her personal file. I understand that HR was willing to give the lady a break or give her a warning, since it was her first instance of this kind of behavior. Now, we understand that Miss Curtis says no and issued a reprimand and placed a letter on her file. Okay, why are we seeing this now? Why are we hearing about this now a year after? It seems as if the situations are kind of similar in that Miss Curtis got a reprimand and a letter was placed on her file. Is the Parliament now saying to us, look, she did the same thing, so she's deserving of whatever was done to her? She's no saint. Is that what they're saying? Well, if that's the case, then two wrongs don't make a right. I am not condoning anything she might have done which is wrong, and that should have been made public at the time it happened. Why now? Why is this coming out now? If she hadn't treated the employee correctly, that is wrong, right? But to bring it out a year after, what's the point? What is the objective? I can only imagine it is to say, look, Miss Curtis or Mrs. Curtis, I'm not sure, is no saint. She do bad things though. She do things, she put people, let up on people's file as well. Parliament. if this is the hand of the Speaker involved in this, and I have always said I look at the Speaker through 2020 vision. You understand? Because I was not fooled. I am not fooled by her role as a Speaker, why she was placed as a Speaker. If this is an effort to tarnish Miss Curtis, I want to forget it now. I to accept once again, accept when wrong when you're wrong. And it seems that you cannot do that. It's beyond the speaker to say, look, I blundered. There's many requests for the letter to be withdrawn from our file. I don't know if that has been done, but it looks to me like a smear campaign is on, and I will not be surprised if I hear other things being said about the former clerk of the house. Look, whatever happened, it's gone. The people that speak are spoken. Civil society has spoken and have said who is wrong and who is right, who breached their responsibility. And Naya's wife, Sapphire, you're not all almighty, you know, and you can't just do things. There's protocol. Look, you are the person who now harps on the standing orders and protocols in Parliament, but yet you breach. So many in breach in this situation. You don't have the authority to reprimand a lady. You're a politician, not a civil service administrator. You breach the laws of natural justice. So many breaches. Look, watch on yourself. Once again, me have to tell you, watch on yourself because. Watch on yourself because. You know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And until next time, as always, is one love, enough manners, and enough respects. Blessings.